How do you search things today? Or how do you advise your friend to find something in the internet? Google it, or maybe Claude it, ask ChatGPT. Over the last 2 years, the way we search things on the web has significantly drifted. People don't scroll anymore through 10 blue links, they ask an personal AI and they trust whatever it recommends. Some even let an agent do the shopping for them. Let's say you have a product, website or application. The problem is, when you ask ChatGPT for the best thing in your category, does your name come up or it will be your competitor? That's a whole new game called Generative Engine Optimization. By then, you will understand the techniques to optimize your products, so LLMs like ChatGPT, Grok or Gemini show them first when users make specific requests related to them. Plus, I prepared for you a free tool that actively using myself and share it with you. And even if in 2026 you're not really an AI chat user, in Google you may have noticed that the first result now is an AI summary provided by Gemini. And all the techniques we discussed today have the same influence there as on any other LLM. You may think, does it replace SEO? Absolutely not. Look at Google Trends, its popularity is bigger than ever. And what Google officially says in their documents, good SEO is the base. All the classic techniques positively affect GEO too when we talk about visibility and the preferences of AI. So if you don't have good SEO yet, start there, that's your real first step. And to show you real examples of generative engine optimization, I applied it to my own product eSIM agent. And I'll demonstrate everything to you. It starts with understanding how the machine decides what to recommend. When you query ChatGPT, Perplexity or Claude, the answer is born from a combination of at least 3 components. The base model weights, it's the training time knowledge, the retrieval layer, a live search across a web index, and the ranking and synthesis layer which picks what to cite and how to phrase it. The training part can take many months, it's a long-term game, but the retrieval part you can win already this week. And it comes down to 2 things. Make your page easy for AI to read and easy to trust. Let me show you the 6 moves I did on eSIM agent. First move, give the AI a menu. llms.txt is a new standard introduced by Jeremy Howard. Essentially, it's a markdown table of contents for your site, written for LLMs. It helps them find the important pages without the noise. On my site it points to the comparison tool, the country guides, the device hubs with a fresh date on top. Let's be honest, this one's still new and Google says that it doesn't read it yet and most of sites don't have it, but AI agents already use it today and it takes just 10 minutes to integrate, so just do it. Next step, robots.txt. You may already know it from the search engine optimization field. It's totally the same file, you just need to add new rules to let the AI bots in. Here you can see I allow every popular model: GPT bot, Claude bot, Perplexity bot and Google's Crowd. For the last 2 years people kept making a common mistake, blocking GPT bot, so they don't train on my content. But the reality is that ChatGPT doesn't know anything about your product and your competitor owns every mention. So if you are not producing unique proprietary research, blocking almost always hurts than it protects. And important, if you are using Cloudflare, those AI bots are blocked by default, so make sure you switch them on. Third move. The problem with AI bots, they don't run your JavaScript, they can read only raw HTML. If you are using something like React, where a website is built on the client side in the browser, the AI bots will see basically an empty page. You need to switch your architecture to server-side rendering, SSR. Let's do a quick test of what Claude can actually see on eSIM agent. And by the way, don't hesitate to visit my Telegram channel or website and contact me so I can help you figure out exactly what to apply to a product to make it work like this. Move 4 is about making it easy to quote. The AI grabs your page in little chunks, so every chunk has to make sense on its own. I answer the question in the first sentence, I use real questions as my headings, and I put hard facts in tables and lists, not long paragraphs. And it's proven in a study by AirOps of 57 million AI citations, answers came from tables 81% of the time against 23% for plain paragraphs. And almost half of everything the AI quotes comes from the first third of the page. Move number 5 changes how the AI sees you at all. It doesn't think in keywords, it thinks in entities. Real things connected to other real things. So you tell the AI exactly who you are. This block is schema, and the two parts that matter are knows about. eSIM, roaming, cellular networks, each one linked to Wikipedia, and same as pointing at my GitHub and my npm package. Basically, just a proof I'm a real, knowing thing, not a random page. So instead of a lonely website, the AI now sees a connected node eSIM agent wired into the topics it owns and the places that prove it exists. All of those moves can be wrapped into one framework called CITABLE, and it helps you to stay organized when you are doing a generative engine optimization. Let me break it down letter by letter. Clear entity structure. Entity means what kind of thing this is. The LLM should grasp you the category of your product in 5 words. If the description is too abstract, the model either won't cite you or it will cite you wrong. Intent architecture. Every H2 text should be a question users actually ask. Not features, but what features does the product offer. Not pricing, but how much does it cost. This matches the query rewriting step in the RAG pipeline. Third-party validation. Brand authority is the single strongest predictor of citation, and you can't earn it through your own content alone. You need an ecosystem of mentions. The mandatory minimum, Wikipedia, G2 or equivalents, a product hunt launch, 2 or 3 major tech blogs, GitHub repository, and few active Reddit threads. Answer grounding. Every claim should be grounded in a number or a source. Pages with concrete data are cited 3 times more often. Block structure for RAG. Every section is one self-contained block. Don't write long wall of text sections with ideas bleeding into each other, that breaks the chunking. Latest timestamps. RAG systems boost fresh content, so a visible last updated on the page is a signal. But don't fake the date if the content wasn't actually updated. LLMs notice the inconsistency and trust drops. Entity schema. Schema.org markup is how you literally tell an LLM, I'm this kind of entity. Everything so far gets you recommended, but the last move, almost nobody doing it yet, it's not just to get mentioned, it gets you used. I gave eSIM agent an MCP server. In plain words, that's a way for an AI to plug into my live data and use it. So I open Claude and I just ask it like a normal person, find me an eSIM for Japan. And watch, it calls my tool, search eSIM plans, pulls real-life plans straight from my site and shows them right there in the chat. The AI isn't just mentioning my product, it's using it as a tool. Now take a minute to think where this goes. The AI can compare, pick, and pretty soon pay right through you. When the AI starts doing shopping, the brands that give it a tool are the ones that are winners. And it's a whole new game, and you can still be an early adopter. I understand that's a lot of information to process at once. Honestly, even for me, it's hard to remember all of it. That's why, to make it easier, I built a free Claude plugin and publish it on my GitHub. You just install it, point it on any website, and run /geo-audit. And it gives you a score, a grade, and the exact list of what to fix related to generative engine optimization. I already used it on eSIM agent and it works really great. If you have questions or you need help with GEO, contact me on my website or Telegram channel. All links you can find in the description. Subscribe, and next time I will show you how to replace an entire SEO agency with the modern abilities AI gives us today. See you there, thanks for the watching.